Hi everybody, I'm Jim at ifoundjim.com. That's where you can find me an awful lot. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I sharpen my chainsaw. This is a Husqvarna 440. It's a light duty chainsaw. It's kind of a homeowner's deal. But I use it for small firewood and I use it for framing. I do a lot of construction work and carpentry, so it's the perfect saw for that. Cutting studs, cutting beams, cutting beam pockets, cutting rafters, whatever I want to use it for. Anyway, this is I do believe this is the original chain that came with this saw, or it might not be, I can't remember. It's either a Husqvarna chain or it's an Oregon chain. But this chain, if you can see that, I'm not really sure you can, but this one actually has file guides. So it has a little tick right here on the chain, which keeps you in line when you file your chainsaw. So it gives you a guide as to how to set your file, either this way or this way, but you keep it in line with that little tick mark, or that little gouge on the chain. And what you want to do is you want to try to keep your teeth all uniform in length. So you don't want to file 10 times on this side and 4 times on this side. And what I usually do is I file this side first, because you're basically going this way with your file. And if you have any bit of up pressure, which I tend to do, have a little bit of up pressure on the chain to get the top of that tooth, if you slip, your knuckle can go right into this, which I've done before, and I've cut my knuckle, or my finger, at the top of my finger, pretty deep by hitting this as I'm sliding up, and I always wear gloves. So I'm going to show you how I end up filing the chain. And like I say, I wear gloves because it's better to cut a glove than cut your finger. So what I end up doing is you need a mark to start. So I'm going to put a black mark right here. That way when I go around the chain I know when to stop, because I've hit that mark. And there's a little bit of a slight down angle on it. You want to try to get the whole pocket of that tooth. You can see sometimes that tooth goes back up like that. That's okay. And I'm following the line on the tooth. Some chains don't have that line, so it's kind of a feel that you get for it. And you can see the burrs roll off the tip of the tooth when it's sharp. I had to file this because I hit a rock, because I was cutting a little bit deep into the, cutting firewood, and I just got a little too deep and hit the soil and nicked the rock. Worst thing to do is use a chainsaw that's dull. Okay, there's the black mark right there, so I finished that side, and I'm going to spin the saw around. And I'm going to file the other side. So there. Now I'm going to point my camera on this side, just a second.